as well. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a June 2006, paper 3, question number 6 in the paper, but in this worksheet, question number 52. So what a question we have. He said by sketching a suitable pair of graphs, show this equation. Actually, if we concentrate here, so we have two things. I can split in two parts. One part, I can say, okay, I'm writing below. So one part, I can say y is equals to 2 cot x. And second part, I can write 1 plus e to power x. So I repeat my words. If I compare y equal to y, I will get a same equation. So I think idea is very, very clear. And short story, when I say y equal to y, in short, is say talk about intersection. So when y is equal to y, it means where they intersect. So I believe all of you understanding well what I talk about, intersection. So let's try to solve the question. Read a statement first of all by sketching a suitable pair. No need to draw. Sketch. Sketch is called rough diagram. And suitable pair of graphs. Pair means two graphs, one left, one right, always. Where x is in radian mode, has only one root, We have to show, we have to prove that show word is there, show only one root in this interval. So we have to sketch our graph from 0 to pi by 2. And pi by 2, if you check it in calculator, it is a pi divided by 2. It is a something 1.57. Okay. So this is a very, very clear to you. So 1.5, so 0 to 1.57. So 0 to 1.57. So we have to sketch it. Okay. So have a look now how we can do this question. First of all, I show you because 2 marks, so no need to make too much time. But because I said before, as a teacher, I know it, that it's graph, exponential graph, always come like this and cut through 1. If this alone, this function. But if this 1 is there, so whole graph will shift up. How much shift up? 1 box up. So like this. Okay, so this is a way to understand. Okay, but if you suppose you don't know what to do, then you take some values in calculator and type it and get it. And inshallah, I'm going to show you get a same diagram. So first of all, what you will do, students, you will make a... Wait a minute, I show you. Okay, so this line is very clear. Okay, now listen to me. So 0 to pi by, so 0 to 1.5, you can see 1.5. So 0 to pi, okay, 0 to pi is here, okay? And second number, you can see the root lies between 0.5 and 1. So it means this is approximately 1.5. So I think I can say here, this is a 0.5 here. This is, wait a minute, I divide in equal region, okay, students? This and this, 0.5, 1, and 1.5. I believe all students understanding what I'm saying, okay? Even you don't show the examiner, no issue at all. Just for your satisfaction, I'm doing this one. Okay. Now, as a plugin, 0 in the place of x. So, 1 plus e to the power 0, 1 plus 1, I get a 2. So let's say if it's 2, so 1 and 2, 2 is this. So this is a 1 point. If I plug in 1 in the place of here and I check in calculator, no need to do that much accurate, okay. But still, I am doing it. And I get the value 3 point something. When I plug in 1 in the place of x, so it means 1 plus e. So it's 3.7 something. So 3.7 is somewhere, these are 4. So this means, this is a 0 point, this one something. I have put 1. Okay, I know the graph is coming. Look, I show you exponential graph always. It comes from top and comes like this and goes like this and comes slightly down parallel to this line. Okay, that I'm not going to make it. So this is a rough diagram. You make it, no need to make so much accurate. Okay, I think this part is very, very clear. Let's go for second part. Second part, how to make it. Get ready for the second part. Okay, Second part is this. Okay, this again, best technique, plug in 0 in the place of x, and you, what is the chord? Problem is how to type in calculator. So chord is called 1/10. So chord, because in exam, you don't have any graphical calculator. So you plug in here 0. And you know it very well, 10, 0 is 0, 1/0 is called infinity. So you will get you will not get any answer here, math. So you can't put 0 here. Okay. So 2 over, this 2 come from where? This 2 come from here. So we can't plug in this there. Okay. Then what is other way? Other way is what? Hold on. So plug in any other number, like plug in 0.5. So when I plug in 0.5 here, students, you can type parallel with me in calculator, 2 divided by 10.5 and make sure radian mode, okay, 0.5. And when I type in calculator, I get 3.6 something. So against 3.6, so 3.6 where? So this 2, 3, 4. So 6 is somewhere here. Okay, 3.6. So when I plug in 1 in the place here, students, so when I plug in 1, I'm getting 1.2. 2 over 110, 1, I get a 1.3, sorry. So 1.3 is where this is a 1, this 2 in the middle somewhere. So I'm getting here. And when I plug in here pi by 2, students, so let's see what happens then. Pi divided by 2. I get here, wait a minute. Yeah, at pi by 2, I'm getting, wait a minute, let me check again. Yeah, problem is that 10 pi by 2 is 10 pi by 2. 10 pi by 2, if I plug in calculator, it will give me infinity. Why is it giving infinity? Because 10 pi by 2 is called infinity, and infinity by something is giving 0. Problem is that our calculator flops. It will not give you 0. But when I do this way, because all of you know something divided by infinity. I repeat, something by infinity is giving us 0. So that is why I'm getting 0 here. So graph, and I can show in graphical tool. You can see this is a graph of the chord. Okay, and I can show you. Hold, wait a minute, please. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to show you. Just a minute. Okay, so all right. So this I was discussing with you. If I show you here, this graph, inshallah. So y is equals to 2 cot x, or y equal to 2 over 10x, same thing. So you see this part of graph, because I'm plotting 0 to pi by 2, and that is 0 to 1.57 something. Okay, 1.7, sorry, not 7.7. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, pi divided by 2 is 1.57. So 1.57 where? 1.57 is here, you can see. Okay, it means very clear, this is a value pi by 2. So I'm getting this part of graph. Okay, and that is why if we come back and show the other graph, so you can see clearly that I'm having here this part of graph. So look, wait a minute. It go forever like there, and it go ever. So this much enough to show to examiner. Actually, we have to show this connection, this intersection point, because at this point they are equals to each other. So write a statement now. We can write a statement finally, and this is just for you. This working is just for you to understand. Okay. So now what to write statement? Come back. He said that show that they has one root only, and I will say yes. Hence proved. If this much enough, you write a word, or you can say that it has one root. That's it. Just 2-mark questions, so no need to do that much. Okay, this point is very clear. Part number 2, he say verify by calculation root lies between 0.5 and 1. So what I will do, we have 2 options, either bring this on the left hand side or either bring this on the right hand side. Both are okay. So I'm writing it now here. Inshallah, I believe you understand. I have a 2 cot x is equals to what we have? 1 plus cos, 1 plus e to power cos. Okay. So I'm doing in different way. I bring this whole thing on the other side. It will turn to be 1 plus e to power x negative. 2 over 10x. You're surprised to know how I wrote it because you know cot is 1 by 10. And here I'm writing f of x. Let me recheck. Yeah, no other variable x. Okay. So students, I have converted in this whole question in this format, and no need to show to examiner how you have converted. Okay. No need to show. This much you show directly, no issue at all. But what the points we have, students? 0.5 and 1. So I am putting one time 0.5 and one time putting 1. So when I plug in 0.5, e to power 0.5 and 2 over 10.5. And second time I put 1, e to power 1 minus 2 over 10, 1. Okay, now let me check if I plug in what I get. Hold on a second, please. I type full in my calculator and I'll give you the values because I'm doing different way. So this is first answer, negative 1.01. And second, maybe you have a different first negative, then positive, or first positive, then negative. So it can be different even. Here I'm getting positive 2.43. I repeat my words, maybe you get a positive, later negative, but I'm getting negative, positive. This sign must change. Write a statement as sign changes. As sign changes. So root lies between these two numbers, between 0.5 and 1. That's it. And I have done a lot of time. I have shown this representation in graphical representation. Okay. That look at here, the point of intersection, because I brought it here, I made a one equation. Okay, students. So I show you because for the 0.5, I'm getting negative number and positive, we got a positive number against 1. So I just showed a graphical idea. I believe, inshallah, you will understand what I'm saying. For example, this is a curve, and this point is called root. And this is a root actually where it cut the x-axis. Okay, 0.5 is here and 1 is here. Against 1, I'm getting positive value. Why? Against negative 5, I'm getting negative. You see, against 0.5, I got a negative value. Against 1, I got a positive value. The change of sign represents that curve is 100% cutting the x-axis. And alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, I believe the point is clear. This part number 2 over. Let's talk about number 3. And part number 3, students, what to do? Show that this root lie also satisfy this equation. Interesting. How to do it? So either, look at here, student. Either I will take this equation, convert in this format, or take this equation and they convert in this format. If I convert them, then I can say that what is the answer of above equation? Same answer for the lower equation. So let's try the lower one. So I will write this equation. Wait a minute, students. Let me copy first of all. I'm going to transform from here to there. So 1 minute, please. This equation I cut from here. Part number 3, I paste here. So now let's see, try to do it. How we can do it. First of all, bring this 10 on this side. And when 10 comes this side, inverse automatically goes away. And this is done. But thing is that I need cot. How to convert cot? Listen, students, both sides single fraction must be needed. I repeat, I need single fraction, not one side. Luckily here given both sides, but sometime one side is given, second side is not given. Before to flip, there's a criteria fix. Now I'm flip the both side. When I flip both sides, this becomes 1 by 10. And this becomes 1 plus e to power x by 2. Repeat my words. This goes up and this goes down. This is called flipping criteria. Under 10, nothing. It's a 1. This goes up and this comes down. This is called flipping criteria. You may ask why you're doing flipping, sir. Because I know that I have to prove cot. And cot is 1 by 10. That is why I brought in a denominator fraction. Okay. Now this is cot x. And here, the 1 plus e to power x by 2. This 2 will multiply here. And I have done it. I have done it. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Now, what statement you write? You just write proved. Just write this word is enough. This word is enough. Okay. Proved. What is the target achieved? Okay. Or you can write this statement. Yes, the roots also satisfy the equation. That's it. Okay. So this wording is also enough, or it just writes improved. And now iterative formula, we have given this, students. So he given us this kind of formula. It means everything same, only subscript writing n plus 1. Here subscript write n. Initial value given, sometime initial value not given. You will take average of these numbers, 0.5 and 1 divided by 2. This is called average. Just take of your extra knowledge. This is called initial value. But now 0.7 initial value. So let's try to do this one. Part number 4. Part number 4 is what, students? So I have wait a minute. I just paste because I have already available. I write subscript n plus 1, and here I write small n here. Now, first of all, I will plug in every n by 1. So 1 plus 1, I get 2, and tan inverse 2 over 1 plus e to power here 1. But x1 is 0.7. I will plug in it here in the power. So let's try to do it. Tan inverse 2 over 1 to power 0.7. So I'm going to find it. Now let's see what answer it turns to be. Tan inverse in fraction 2 divided by 1 plus exponential to power 0.7. And what is my final answer? Not final, sorry, 0.5859. He said you have to find each answer 4 dp, but final answer 2 dp. So this is a 4 dp rounded to 4 dp. Now first I plug in n1 here, 1 here. Now I will plug in n2 where? Again here, again here. So I get x3 and tan inverse 2 over 1 plus. But when I plug in 2 here, it gives you x2, and x2, this number will come in the place here, which I'm writing for you 5859, and this give me the value. Let me find for you. Wait a minute, students. So this answer I am getting is 0.6208. Okay. Now I'll continue same process. I plug in 3. I got S4 and X4, tan inverse. Now I am putting directly this number will come in the place of this power. So e to power 0.6208. And not finally, sorry. So X4, I'm getting 0.6102. So it is not it's not matching this second DP. So it means I will go for N4. So X5, I will continue until I will get a third DP or second DP must match. So this is 0.6102, and I get X5, and my answer is 0.6134. Now this is start matching, but this number is still increasing. You see 0 to become 3. I'm worried about maybe this more increase, and this will round it become 2. So that reason I will go for one more iteration. So let's see what happens if I go for one more attempt. Okay, then I will decide I will stop or I will still continue. So let's complete. X6 is coming with me 0.6124. Okay, this is not rising up now. This is stopped here. So it means 66161 repeating. I was not confident about this number. This number is not increasing anymore. Start decreasing. So now I can say my answer is 0.61. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. The question is completely over.